Going live. Hey, we on here for a good time, not a long time. I'm only gonna be on here for about an hour 15. But somehow y'all be pulling that extra time up out of me. I don't know how y'all do it. But hey D, how are you? Y'all. Didn't I charge this phone? Because we got some birthday hair to do, and today y'all supposed to be kicking off all my birthday week stuff, but I have not been feeling good the past couple of days. That's why y'all ain't seen me. It's like I ate some Chinese food from a place I normally don't eat it, and it made me nauseous and lightheaded. And I still been kind of lightheaded the past, like, all day. I was out yesterday, like laid out or in the bed, should I say. Um, Couldn't walk up the steps. It's too dizzy, all of this. So even talking a lot right now, I can feel like slow down. Can't move too fast, can't do too much. I don't know why I'm feeling like this. So I've been trying to drink my tea with turmeric and black pepper in it. I'm gonna make some more tonight. So I said that's why I ain't gonna stay on here too long. But I want to just be MIA on y'all. So, some energy spray. I also said I'm gonna get up and work out live on my YouTube channel at we're gonna do about 9:30. That seems to be a good time for me, like 9 at night, 9 in the morning. Those are my business hours. 9 to 9, that kind of thing. I feel the need to do this right now. Cover my crown. Let me light my incense. Y'all know I like to burn away negative energy. And let my energy be amplified with the fire. Some Palo Santo. Y'all come on in here. Ain't even do nothing. So I gotta take these braids down tonight. So I'm be watching YouTube. Holy Spirit, guides of the highest white light, I come to you with gratitude. I ask that you please guide me through this. Tell me when to stop. Ashe. And I feel like I was laid out for this whole 24-hour period. I could still feel it in my head, y'all. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. But if I ain't better by midday tomorrow, like, I'm gonna call my doctor. So it's like, take it easy, slow down. And it's like I was trying to be like big Scorpio energy. This my birthday week up until Monday's my birthday on 11/11. And I was like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Spirit's like, no, you're not. You finna lay the hell down. You already been to the club in your day. You've been in the streets. You've done this, you've done that. You've been out of the country. You've done a lot of things. This one you need to focus a bit more. Yeah, I got a big something coming up. So I just feel like yeah, this one's a very focused birthday. I always have some kind of rebirth or awakening around my birthday. So some kind of rebirth, awakening, major something around my birthday. Hey Auntie Nick. Um, hey Letta, how are you, goddess? My birthday is 11/11. My birthday is 11/11. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. Let me go back to these comments because I was tying my hair up. Yeah, my birthday's 11/11. I got my dinner on my shirt. At least today I had a veggie Philly and some fries. um, Trying to cut fish out my diet completely. Then it'll be dairy. I'm very low on dairy and processed foods. Sugar. I'll be with Jinjin for my birthday. He gonna be with me for the weekend. And I might get out one of those nights. One of my friends might take me out. I say might, but better. Nah. Eat fish. Nope, nope, nope. Bobby ain't doing it. Yep. So kicking it with Jinjin. I'll probably be live most of the weekend for my birthday. I'm doing my birthday hair tomorrow, but y'all, my head hurts so bad. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna get my blood pressure checked tomorrow. Your wave cat. I got a leopard one. But for real, it's like, okay, 11/8. Come on, Scorpio gang. Y'all. See, this is why in St. Louis, if you don't normally eat at that Chinaman, you don't start eating at that Chinaman. If ain't nobody recommended that Chinaman to you, you don't just go over there and eat their food. Now I'm dizzy because it happened right after I ate the other night. Mama Trey, you love. I follow Mama Trey. Yeah. 11/18. What's up, Joshua? Greetings, brother. I keep saying I'm gonna call you. My energy's been up, but like, ugh. I was seriously couldn't walk up the steps yesterday. Like I went up after I ate that, I had came in the basement and then went back upstairs to get some water before I went to bed. And I felt like I almost passed out. Like I had to catch myself and wait a minute, like my head was swirling. And so I was thinking all day today. Today was the 5th because yesterday was the 5th, and I was like dang near unconscious. I know today was the 6th. I've been journaling all day, writing 11/5. I literally journaled today. Yeah, I know I got my my Bible. I'm a fancy girl. Everything got to match. Um, he gonna play sleep before he come back in there. Look, y'all, I'm journaling today. Look at this. Where is it? 11/5 today. I put Wednesday 11/5. So like my days are off. I read some scripture. I always open up the Bible and see where I'm led to read just randomly. Today it was First Chronicles 9:2, and I had made that whole post about it. And it was like the first to resettle on their land was the Israelites. And that's like the Bible just flipped over to the today. So that's why I made that big post about the election and all of this stuff. So election day, I was like out of it. Same thing happened to me, y'all. Hi, Veronica. Same thing happened to me the day of the eclipse, y'all. The day of the eclipse, I was sitting at my friend mama house because I want to drive way back out to the country. I was sitting there hanging out there for a minute in the afternoon till my friend got work. Why? 5 minutes before the eclipse, I checked my watch and it was like, okay, the eclipse in 5 minutes. I might go outside. Next thing I know, I was passed out. And the eclipse happened, and everybody was like, yeah, every time these major events been happening this year, I be sleep. Like I'm unconscious or just checked out. You know, I'm like, I don't know what's going on with it. But today, again, so this was when I did my probably shouldn't show this on camera because I wrote some shit today. Um, what is this? Some of the kids wrote. Okay. I don't want y'all to see what I wrote because I was venting. You like bleep, 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 bleep. But you can see here, I wrote down today 11. This was from today, but it was the 6th. And I'm like, the whole day, it's like I missed the day. It's like that day still is happening for me. So I'm going to correct the date on these. But it happened last time. So I did one journal entry, like my spiritual journal entry about what's going on with me, how I feel. This is how I start off my journal. I read, and then I'll journal about everything I'm feeling right now. Like I'll set the scene. So when I get ready to journal, I like set the scene. How am I feeling? What am I thinking? What's going on? Where am I? Everything. I set the scene. And then that gives context to why I found the scripture I found for today. So it all, everything that I feel like is going on in my life right now, how I feel, my mood, my surroundings, everything, I write all of that down. And then I'll be like, okay. Then I found the scripture. And it's like, okay, this scripture is saying that all the stuff I'm going through, here's the scripture for it, basically. And so I like that. So when I go back in the future and read, or somebody makes a book out of my life or makes a movie out of my life, they have my my stuff. They have plenty of context, right? Where was I? What time zone? So you can set the scene. Because people are going to find your journal entries one day when you gone. People are going to read your story one day. So I set the scene, like how I feel, what I'm doing, what I'm going through, what time is it, what city I'm in, you know, what's the date, what's the day, post election. And then I'll just randomly flip over open the Bible. The scripture I get is the scripture I need. And it was exactly this. First Chronicles came up. And then my second entry was, okay, I keep my shadow workbook in with my Bible, and I don't write in it, y'all. I don't write in it. Everything I write from my shadow work goes in my spiritual journal. So I read it and I look at the prompts or whatever. I write some stuff in here, like that, a note, but I don't write my entries in here. I don't write, it's not enough room. This is kind of like you use this with a notebook. The shadow work journal is meant to be used with a notebook. They give you an exercise and this and that. You think through it, but then you got to write it somewhere, And then even the ones where they say fill in a blank, where it says fill in a blank on the shadow workbook, I always feel like I'm the blank one. Blank is how I manage to escape. Blank brings me peace. I'm so tired of blank and blank, but I'm excited about blank and blank. I try to blank so that I can finally blank. For some reason, I always end up blank. I deserve blank and blank. And the reflections questions are like, why am I sometimes seduced into victim mentality? What is a systemic self-improvement techniques I can use what systemic self-improvement techniques can I use to replace my victim mentality into a more empowering belief about myself or situation? What kind of thinking do I need to adopt in order to step out of my limiting beliefs and focus on what excites me? Even that's a good one for today. That's a good one today. You feel like something's happening to you, or do you feel like you empowered to change whatever's happening, right? And so wound mapping, this is a good exercise. Abandonment wounds, guilt wounds, All that stuff is at the beginning of this book. So I've already kind of gone through it. And occasionally I'll just go back in here and flip through and see what I land on. And so today I did the exercise on write 10 things that have changed about you in the past 10 years. And write whether or not they're a positive or a negative. So I have gotten through these are the journal prompt things back here for part 3. So yeah, journal prompts are back here. And like, for example, judgment. What do you judge others for? Do you do the same thing that you judge others for? What do you judge yourself for? Okay, and so the one I had today was, like reflection. What 10 things can I say about myself that have changed over the past 10 years? And hey girl.
I got me some bugs.
Okay. Who else got them kind?
I used to have these.
Okay. Because I was like, they look familiar. So the point is, I do my spiritual reflection, which really gets my emotions out. I do my emotional, spiritual journaling. So that's kind of like my read and release, like my write and release. But for me, it's a read and release. So I release in the form of writing. And so you see, I went from 11 viewers to 3 real quick, because when you start talking about healing, people drop off. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to do that. They don't want to listen to nothing about changing their life. And so I only get left with the people that, like, they feel like I need this, or I want to hear this, because I might do some of this. Don't know what to do both of y'all at the same time. Divine evening. And so y'all gotta think, like, people start dropping off when you stop giggling and acting silly, right? And so I'm okay. I'm perfectly fine with that. I always feel like if I go somewhere, I ain't worried about who all over there, because whoever's there is exactly who's meant to be. And if I host an event, whoever shows up was who was meant to be there. That was the energy I was meant to attract for that event, right? And so I'll do my spiritual, I'll read something, I'll pray and meditate on it, I'll release by writing. I'll go a little bit further into my mental and do something from the shadow work journal. And so that really helps my mental health. That is mental and spiritual. And so just, reading, praying, meditating, and writing it down gets it out of my head. So I don't need to go tell nobody after I wrote it down. I don't need to vent to people. You know what I'm saying? So that keeps me from venting to people, because all they do, most of the people right now, if you're a chosen one, they don't do nothing but go back and tell your damn business or talk about you for the stuff you even said to them. So I don't talk to nobody. And when you're on this journey, you just got to be like that. It's like you vent to God on this journey. You don't have no more friends. And then the ones you do have, you realize you're going through a spiritual journey. You vent to God. You can check in with your spiritual friends and see how things are going, and kind of take note of, am I the only one going through this? Is this a little bit here and there, but the real release has to go to God. You have to get it out that way. It has to go somewhere where the Most High can take it and do something with it. You gotta submit those things in prayer. You just giving it to a person, they can't do nothing with that. All you could do is really burden them for a minute. So you learn that. Stop venting to people, going to people. You got this time to just go within, talk to your higher self, talk to the Most High. It's just what you got to do. Telepathy, yeah, all the time. There's certain people I communicate with telepathically. And then I always try to do something to prove it. I'll be like, yeah. And boom, there they are. And it's easier if you have some type of cord attached to that person, or have had one, or they've been in your energy for a long time. It's a lot easier to do with somebody who they're energetic. signature. Oh, with your ex, if you've been intimate with somebody, you definitely can communicate with them telepathically. Y'all shared your spirit has been in the same space. That's like a mind link. You created a mind link with them. It happens more than you think. When you say, "Oh, I was just thinking about so and so," and they called me, y'all was communicating telepathically. It's like, hey, what's the song? Victoria Monet. It's a very much so Scorpio type song. It's called Moment by Victoria Monet. And she said, I got this in the beginning of the song. She says, I've got this feeling that you brought me to you. She's like, you manifested me, like you manifested this moment. Yeah, by Victoria Monet. She's like, I got this feeling that you brought me to you. I got a feeling that you brought me to you. You're the reason why I'm standing right here. Like you wanted to see me. You wanted me here right now. King Hustle 555. Boy, get the fuck off my live. Go find something to play with because my ancestors will be on that ass so fast. Do not come on my live playing with me, y'all. I'm not a regular human. Do not. um, I'ma say, yeah, you are definitely communicating telepathically with someone you've been intimate with. Hi Val, welcome in. So you've been, yeah, like you're in the spirit realm. Thank you. You got gold flakes in it. In the spirit realm, that's what they reckon. Yeah, you probably do argue a lot. You gotta do a cord cutting in order to get them out of your head. In the spirit realm, once you're intimate with somebody, that's what they recognize in marriage. I be watching all these Chinese dramas that be popping up. Um, and consistently in ancient China, what they recognize as marriage is the night you consummate the marriage, and then the next day you have the ceremony. So all the rich dignitaries or the kings and queens and princesses and like they'd always have their chamber. People would come from everywhere, and they would the night before they're presented to everyone as husband and wife is the night they consummate the marriage. And in our culture, a lot of time they do it the other way around, where you'll have the wedding and then go consummate the marriage. Like you'll say everything and then go do it. But no, with them, they consummate and then they go and bow to everyone and it's done type of thing. Protection spells, yeah. When you're on your spiritual journey, it's okay to do protection spells, but don't send anything evil into the universe. It's gonna come back to you. It's gonna come back to you. Don't send out nothing you don't want to receive. And depending on who you send it to, it might come back 10 times harder. That's why I tell people don't come for me unless I send for you, because they don't realize who's protecting me in the spirit because of who I am in the spirit. And so they just look at the flesh. Don't judge a book by its cover. Do not judge a book by its cover. So you could be sending a little bit of spell work at somebody's entire army. And an army gonna send something back that's army sized. It ain't gonna be what you sent out. It could take you up out of here. So be careful about that. We don't always know who we dealing with in the spirit. And so protect yourself, yes. All kind of protection spells, cleansing, energy, cord cuttings, write and release, return the senders, send what's been sent to you back. But let your spirit team in the Most High, vengeance is mine, says the Most High. Let them handle it. When people send stuff to you, let them handle it. They are definitely seeing things about that person's life and opportunities they might have coming up. All you could do is punch them in the face or tell a lie on them or curse them out. However, your spirit team can see some opportunities that they could fuck up for them in their life that's really going to send them off course. Leave it alone. Let it come back to them the way it needs to come. You got to trust that they're doing it for you. And when somebody fuck over you, you got to believe that they taking care of it. Pray to them. And if you cry, they'll send it back 100-fold, not just 10-fold. Put a little tear in it. Okay? No love spells. Y'all want to hear my stories about love spells? Before I had my awakening, I didn't know I was doing it. So when a woman really focuses on a man and wants to trap him, and a lot of teenage girls will do this, but them love spells, that's how a lot of people get unalived. Um, Thanks for the follow. That's how a lot of people get unalived. They turn these men into psychos. Now he can't leave you alone. Now he's stalking you. Yeah. Now he can't live without you. A lot of women will do it while there's the best time to do it is while you're doing it. And so she could be speaking over you while you're being intimate with her. And that's how she traps you every time. Men do it too. I mean, you got to think whatever you're doing is praying, like you're sending this up to the spirit. Put us together. Put us together. We're together. You must be a Scorpio or a Cancer. Anyway, so yeah, I would say don't do the love spells. Don't do no spell work. Hoodoo and voodoo. If you're gonna be doing spells and curses on other people, then you pretty much into hoodoo, voodoo. I would say, you're a Cancer. I say yeah. I know. Water signs are very emotionally intelligent and emotionally in tune, and so we can like we're like water. It's like we're water, and like we can stick our finger into somebody's energy and take the temperature. Water signs have the ability to do it. So we can like touch somebody's heart, so to speak, and understand everything about the way it beats, like the rhythm of the heartbeat or something like that. So we really get emotionally in tune with somebody as a water sign. We flow all around and through you. We will get in your head. Okay? October 19th. You're a cusper. You're a cusper, Charlotte. So you probably have a lot of Scorpio energy. I bet your chart is probably full of Scorpio if you ever do your natal chart. So yeah, don't send out anything you don't want to get back. And always you're always you got to learn how to protect yourself. Those are spells you need to learn first. Let me be safe first, because you start sending stuff out and people start sending stuff back. You never learn protection spells. All you know how to do is throw punches. You don't know how to guard. You know what I'm saying? And so and you got to think, when you are calling on certain energies to go do dark stuff, you're calling on dark energies, and the way they want you to pay them back is a little bit different. Your spirit team ain't asking for all of that. The way them dark entities want you to pay them back, because they in the spirit realm making stuff happen for you, you're going to have to pay them. Why you think people be crippled? They're going to take some part of your energy and feed off of it. So if your vitality is an energy, they're going to take it. You see people missing limbs, they cripple, parts of their body need to get replaced, a bunch of parts of their body. They doing a lot of dark magic, and they got to pay these entities back. Now the entities are feeding off their body. As above, so below. I got to give up my energy or parts of myself to you. I got to sacrifice my leg, my knee, my foot, my arm, my voice, my eyes. I got to give you something of value to send something against this person on my behalf. Your spirit team probably let a little bit get through, enough for them to have to face some serious spiritual judgment, and then they're going to get this shit back tenfold. So they might have offered them some vitality that affects their body, but then now because it reached your spirit team and they sending it back tenfold, whatever it is they had to give up, they finna give it up times 10. So that's when somebody could, lose a limb. Like I'll sacrifice my movement or this to you. Then it's like now they're not just walking the legs for their dark energy to pay them back. They're not just the legs for them. Their leg is gone. Period. So a lot of stuff people do get them taken up out of here. And y'all be like, don't be crying at everybody's funeral. That motherfucker probably deserve to die. I'm like, we crying at everybody's funeral, get up there and tell the truth. He had it coming. She was dark. She was always gossiping and cursing people. Couldn't stand for anybody else to be in the spotlight. She's doing some witchcraft behind the scenes and showing up and playing nice in front of everybody's face and was the darkest one. And now she dead. And that's what it is. They gonna take you up out of here. And so people need to quit playing because you get to a point in spirituality, you got power and you know how it works. You cross over, you ain't coming back. You ain't coming back. Yeah, it's gonna show. They gonna start falling apart mentally, physically. You watch people lose their mind. That's worse than taking any limb for them. It don't matter where they walking with a good leg if your mind gone. That's everything. Your mind is everything. Your consciousness is everything. It is you. Once you're gone, you're gone. This body don't mean nothing. Who's in there? Last 5 years been crazy. Yeah, I concur. I cried out in 2018, said, God, this ain't my life. I feel like I got stuff that's missing that's due to me. I should have been remarried by now because I've been divorced for since 2013, 11 years, y'all. 11 and a half years. So also just kept getting in broken relationships. And then nobody ever really wants to commit. Like they always, you're great, but I don't want to commit. And what else? Broken relationships, baby daddy drama, a lot of family problems. And I was a single mom. My foot come off, but doctor put it back on, I believe. Oh wow. I'm glad you got your foot back. Yes, me too. So yeah, I'm like, I cried out in 2018, like, God, this ain't my life. I felt it energetically at this point. I was frustrated. I was like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this job. I'm tired of everybody playing in my face. I'm tired. I'm tired of nothing just ever, like everything that seemed like it's about to go good, it just go wrong. A relationship, dating somebody, and then I didn't realize I had the gift of discernment, but everybody would call me for it my whole life before my awakening, right? I had my awakening when I was in Dallas. And so I had to go through a lot of karmic stuff in order to wake up and see things about myself. I kept seeing what people were constantly targeting in me: wealth, abundance. It was all after my money, my spiritual abundance. I am so abundant. I have a connection with people that other people just don't naturally have. I can walk up and talk to anybody. I just left a lady who's from Turkey. I just left her shop. She owns a shop where she has like bridal gowns and everything in there. So yes, me too. What you say? Yeah, so that's why you praying against you. Yeah, you can feel when people are sending you negative energy. Take spiritual baths every week. Take them twice a week if you got to. Fast. Get that stuff up off of you. Keep your energy clean. Keep it up off of you as soon as it comes. Keep your crown covered. Um, Do your sage, your dragon's blood, whatever you got to do. Constantly speak life over yourself, speak protection over yourself, give gratitude to your ancestors and the Most High. Confirmation, keep your vibration high. Wake up with, praise and gratitude and live in a state of gratitude. Don't live in a state of lack. Speaking of which, I talked to this lady, but she's like, she just feel like everybody's so negative. The people she know don't even support her shop. And she's from Turkey. She's fully head wrap covered, Muslim, all of that. And I'm in there talking to her like this. My hair ain't covered or nothing. When I'm at the shop, I just covered it up. But it's for a reason. I've been just in there talking to her. Y'all end up ministering to her for like 20, 30 minutes. That's what I do, though. I know that's what I do when I get out around people. They keep telling me, get out the house, get out the house. And I'm like, tomorrow, I was driving back. I took my niece to get her braids. And then I was stop at the gas station, ran into somebody I know. This is in my old neighborhood where I bought my first house when I was 20 something. So I used to live over here 20 something years ago, right? And I took her to get a raise, stopped at a gas station, ran into somebody I know, left there talking to this person, telling me I should reconnect with a person from my past. I was like, this bitch can kiss my ass. I wish I would call her. No. And I said, blah, blah, blah. He said, well, I ain't know all that. I said, yeah. So don't even, why she asked you about me? I'm like, all in Quick Trip. Why she asked you about me? I ain't know this person work from, like, I know they work from home and everything. I ain't know this was their lunch break. And so I'm like, why she asking you about me? Why this? Well, I wasn't a good enough friend since sixth grade or since I've known such and such. And they other friends was some bad bees and they was this and that's who she hanging out with. And baby, look, I done got people through college. I done had to be people counselors. I done been they sidekicks while they running down in the city trying to see where me and it. I been through some stuff with people, right? She came pick me up when I got locked up from dealing with old boy. But that's the least she could have did. Kept me from going back over there and going back to jail. But I'm like, y'all, let motherfuckers go. I was gonna tell y'all that today too. People in my DMs that I used to know, people in Dallas. And I was like, maybe I should call them and explain to them that I know what you said about me. This is how it made me feel, and I don't fuck with you. And I also said, Shanitra, you know all these bitches know conversation. Fuck them. I ain't gotta call nobody back. Hey, give me, fuck you. I'm not gonna fucking call you. It's a reason why we stopped talking. Go on, stand on it, okay? All right. You know why we stopped talking, bitch. Don't act like don't nobody ever. If you on my live in the background and you haven't clicked all the way in here, fuck you if we don't talk. We ain't finna start back talking. Move the fuck around. And I fucking mean it. We not finna start back talking, baby. It's the reason why we don't talk. All right? And I ain't going where I'm going with no motherfuckers who been talking about me behind my back. Y'all ain't finna do nothing but talk harder and fucking block me from some blessings and say it should be you. We're not doing that in 2025. And 2025's energy is already here, babe. I ain't playing with nobody and I'm not gonna put nobody who's already shown me their face, already shown me their hand, and take them into my future with me. What the fuck I look like? Boo boo the fucking fool? Bitch, stay on unread, red, whatever. I ain't calling no motherfucking body back. If you ain't got the new number that I got in April under my business name, you ain't fucking getting it. Okay? I mean it. Shanitra's standing on big business forever. Henceforth. Henceforth. The fuck? They said on October 4th, Scorpios and Leos gonna wake up. Scorpios, Leos, Aquarius is all the fixed signs, and maybe Aries and Taurus. All the fixed signs are gonna wake up being a bit more of what you don't like. Yes, yep. If you're a fixed sign or you got a fixed sign somewhere in your chart, you're going to wake. They say you're gonna wake up being a bit on 11 forward. That was another another ascension, and it did some things. There's so much spiritual energetic movement happening all around us, y'all. It's been happening. The shifts have been happening since slavery ended. Think about how many changes we've and spiritual upgrades we've gone through since the ending of slavery. That was a big one itself. Think about it. The spell has been broken. And you got to think, within 100 years of slavery ending, the queen is dead, because she was a part of all of this stuff too, enslaving the planet. She, big time. The royals over in Europe, big time part of the problem and the evil spell work that's been done on this planet. The ravens that they keep over, they bury, I forget his name, but they bury somebody's head under there. And his energy controls the ravens and this dark energy and this dark spirit. I watched the whole thing on it. Don't you, y'all go look it up. Okay. And what did they do at her funeral? They broke her wand over his knee and put it on top of her casket. The spell is broken. Y'all better pay attention to everything that be happening. They do it right in your face. Everything is spiritual, everything is energy, and a lot of things are considered witchcraft. But it's the magical energy that's on this planet. It operates a certain way. And if they tell the most powerful beings that you, if they can control your magic in a way to make you hate it and show up on other people's live and say, you doing this, well, you should too. I'm like, I've tapped into my power. I don't let people tell me not to have it. I don't constrict my power to a religion and let a pastor control like how I operate in my spiritual gifts, my connection to the most high. I don't let anybody get in between me and my power. I'm straight from source. I'm straight magic. The lines, it's right underneath. Yeah. Solomon, yes. And so I don't let anybody get in between me and my creator and my magic and my power. You better step the fuck back. You're gonna get shocked. You're gonna get shocked. Don't come over here. It's like, it's funny because me and my niece, every time me and her go to Walmart in the past few weeks, every time she bumped into me and touched me, it was like 5 times. The other time today, it was like 3 times. I was thinking about that. Like, every time you touch, like, you're going to get shocked. You're going to get shocked. I got something on me. I got something on me because of what's in me. Don't get too close. You're going to get shocked. You will get thrown. Okay. And so people get mad at you who want to control you, and you break free from their control. Pay attention to who mad at you for reading tarot, who mad at you for reading energy, who mad at you just for being you. You ain't never did nothing wrong to them. Just pay attention to that dark energy lurking around you, and you won't get rid of the shit. Don't act slow and you got superpowers. The day of being slow, I don't know who I am, is fucking over. Wake the fuck up. If y'all ain't getting nothing else out of my lives when y'all come, wake the fuck up. The days of acting like, well, I just keep giving people, fuck them. Do they fucking feed you? Y'all better stop. My people perish for lack of knowledge. If I, this is what stirs up my solar plex, y'all. This is what stirs it up. Fuck people. You are the magic. If you're on my live, you're the light. You're drawn to me because I'm a teacher. I teach people who carry light to wake the fuck up and stop letting everybody run over you and use your energy. Cut that shit out. I don't give a damn if it's your mama. Cut that hoe off. She probably had an assignment. She probably had to give birth to you as a part of a contract. She probably had to be fucking mean to you as a part of a contract. And she probably has to continue to be mean to you as a part of a contract. And you's like, I don't know why. I just need. If I could just slap some people, including myself, before my awakening, like, girl, if you don't snap the fuck out of this, get away from. You don't have to live around nobody you don't want to live around. The quicker you cut them off from your energy, the quicker spirit can say, okay, fine, now we can move you into this. You can't take them with you. They can't have no parts of it. They cannot. The reason why you don't have the life you think you should have is because you connected to people who gonna constantly steal from you spiritually, energetically. They're gonna send the evil eye at everything. You gonna always go run your mouth. I'm finna get a new house. I'm finna get a new car. I'm finna get moved to a new city. My child on honor roll. My this and watch some just always don't work out. Something fell through. Is you slow? I've come to terms with the fact that some people are on this planet to just keep going through karma and learning lessons. I can't coach them people. You're gonna get on my fucking nerves. I can't do it. I cannot do that. That's what I'm not gonna do. However, I'm also on YouTube, y'all. Make sure y'all follow at TheCoachShoni on YouTube. We switching over 11:11. You can catch me live over there. I'm trying to find a platform where I can do both, but I'm monetizing my YouTube. I ain't making no money over here for real on TikTok, so bye. Bye. I ain't playing. I'ma go where Spirit told me to go. Spirit told me to go towards YouTube. I'm gonna be over there building my audience up like I've been doing. That's why I'm live on both of them. I'm gonna be working out in the morning. I have a whole list of programs lined up for me to do stuff all day long on YouTube. You do whatever you gotta do to be safe. You do whatever you gotta do to be safe. Spirit gonna always give you this window of opportunity that don't look glamorous, but it's a way. It's there. There is no temptation so great that you will not be given a way of escape. That is a scripture. That is written in the word. It is written, right? No matter what situation you in, there's going to be a way out. I could have experienced these five guys walked up to me. I got left at somebody's house when I was 19. I told y'all this story. These five guys walked up to me in the house. Wasn't nobody there but their grandmama. My friend and her boyfriend left me there. No vehicle, no transportation, um, no cell phone at the time, I don't think. I had to sit there, watch one of them walk up to me with his pants down, with his stuff in his hand, and I ain't have a one way out. I had to get up and run and push past them. Now I had a choice. I could just stay there and take it willingly or kicking and screaming. But if I stayed, I was taking it, right? Uh to be gang, RAPED. Or I said, I got one shot at getting out of here. I'm gonna take my one shot at getting out of here. And if that was out the window, I was gonna go out the window from the second floor. Because either they gonna unalive me mentally and spiritually with their actions, or I'm gonna be done the other way. I had a choice. Choose your bad. Is it worth staying there? Is it worth staying in the shelter? You will have an option. The shelter could be the best program ever happened. They might help you get your own place, give you some life skills, and you be off happy on your own. Start your YouTube channel and make you some money to pay your rent. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think, which is worse? What's worse? What would I rather sit in? If you got to sit in something, what am I gonna sit in? What am I gonna accept? What am I gonna allow? How is it that bad? You know what I'm saying? Let me put my phone on the charger, y'all. I'm gonna have to hold the phone and put it on the charger because this ain't gonna reach. Because I'm on 13% TikTok. So, y'all, YouTube, y'all, ain't nobody on YouTube, but they're gonna have to watch me talk to the phone. So, you gotta think, what's my heart? Hi, hello, just sent me some new contact, Bernadette. Okay. Thanks for adding yourself to my contacts, Bernadette, on my Hi Hello digital business card. And that's one way for y'all to keep in touch with me. If you click the link in my bio, it goes to my Hi Hello digital business card, and y'all can add yourself as one of my contacts. Like, make sure your email is in there because phone numbers change, right? But we typically keep the same. I had the same email since college. I've added on a few more, but I still got that Outlook email. Um, but the Coach Shani is where y'all can reach me for email. But my Hi Hello Digital Business Card, go add yourself in there. So if I ever send out like a text thing or something like that, you can get it, or an email list. I want y'all to be on it because one day we're gonna be on another platform. These platforms turn over every few years. The longest running platform has been YouTube and Facebook, right? And so Spirit is sending me to YouTube because they even talking about taking away TikTok, right? So back to this. What if we let y'all let's do a review? Y'all know I was an IT project manager. I've been corporate for 16 years. So we're gonna do a recap on this meeting. Okay, it's 11:11. I said this. I said let's do a review at 11:11. Well, I feel like I'm sitting crooked. So let's do a review, y'all. What we say? We don't care who show up in our DMs. We don't care who calling us. If we don't talk to them hoes, we ain't finna start back talking to them hoes. It's a reason why we don't talk. Number one, write it down. Number two, if it's that bad and spirit gives you this that slight one, I just made a post with a picture of my face and the caption. In the clouds, you see that little bit of light. Spirit's always gonna give you a way out. It ain't the glamorous way, it's the way to get you to safety. Once you get to safety, um once you get to where you're going, then you can have other options, right? Once you get out of where you are, okay, that's like a waiting room type of thing. Let me get out of here and get into this waiting room. Let's say you got a doctor's appointment, it's hard to get in there, but you finally get one. First place you're going to go is in the waiting room before you get into the doctor's. You don't know which room they're going to put you in back there, but you're in the waiting room. Okay, now's your time to go back. Now you know which room you're going to be in. But you got to be willing. You can't just sit in the car until they put you in the waiting room. You got to go check in. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to verify that I'm here. I left that situation. I wanted to leave. You gave me a way out and I took it. Ain't nobody finna keep giving you nothing you don't appreciate it. As above, so below. Your spirit team, the most high, whoever you feel is helping you spiritually when you pray, they ain't finna keep doing shit for you and you always, I'ma just sit here and shit and deal with it. Because that don't look glamorous. You better get the fuck on or you gonna be stuck in worse shit staying where you at. I will tell y'all, it only gets worse if you stay. Once you've identified there's a problem and then spirit's giving you a way out, it's only going to get worse after that. Then you're going to be begging for a way out. You will take anything at that point. Don't let it get to that. Pray, see your options, and move. That one option, it ain't going to be 50 million things. Because this energy this week has been what? Let me show y'all my altar. If you're on YouTube, look at High Priestess 1111. But what is on my altar right now? I posted this on High Priestess 1111 right now. Limiting beliefs that you won't have the money, but Spirit is giving you the money from the clouds in the wilderness. What looks like the wilderness, the Ace of Pentacles shows up. The move, then the coin. And then this is about the limiting beliefs, right? So this has been the energy that has been on my altar. And so there's a lot of us sitting in this energy right now. It's time to move on. It's time to move to where God is calling you. It's not moving away from something, it's moving to your new life now. It is time now. For all the stuff you set through, for all the things you've been through, it's time now. And quit trying to take every damn body with you. Quit venting to people. What else did we cover tonight, y'all? That you better get into your word. Many of us had a Christian background before we became spiritual, right? But I will say a common denominator across most religions is the Old Testament of the Bible, but a lot of people still need that. You still go into the word and flip the page open, just like a tarot card. Spirit is going to give you what you need to see at that moment, give you some scriptures to meditate on, to keep and affirm yourself with. The promises are real, the laws are real. Look up the universal laws and compare it to what you see in the Bible. If it fits under a universal law, it's the truth. Okay? The ancient laws is the 42 ancient laws of Kemet for us ancient Egyptians. And then you got to realize that your spirit has been through so many things. It's so much bigger than you know. Your spirit might be one that people still talk about that's in a history book. You know what I'm saying? Still make movies about you. Your energy is still on this planet and people can feel it. Now your energy's back in a different vessel and you don't feel like it's as mighty as that one. So part of you, you might not realize it, but you might have some past life trauma, some past life guilt, some past life ego or shame that you are feeling. You like, where are these feelings coming from? Your soul has more than likely, if you're here, you carry light, your soul has more than likely lived more than one lifetime. If you died from breast cancer in a past life, you might have felt a lot of like, do I have it now? You might have some paranoia about it now. If that's how you died in the past life. Look at your great grandparents and how they passed away on all sides. You're probably one of them. You're probably one of them. If you keep hearing one of their names come up on random things on social media, that's probably who you are. You could be your great grandmother, the one you never met, or she passed, or he passed before you were born. It could be you reincarnated, but you could also be that same person plus an ancient Egyptian soul. But you had to keep coming back to make sure that this version of you got here. There are certain things you had to do to keep coming, showing up, so you can actually get to this point now where the spell is broken and you can live a life where this is our time, this is our window of opportunity to rise up and do what we came to do on this planet. And so a lot of people run from that. Oh, I don't believe. You ain't got to believe in it for it to be true. You can just go sit it out and the rest of us will take care of it. We'll take it from here. You can go run and hide. Spirit gonna call on you, and you see these people who sit around and then lost their mind, right? That's why the mind is connected to the spirit. What would make them want to check out like that at that level? What would make somebody mentally just lose it, just want to go away? I can't deal with it. That is what makes them check out. Excuse me, confirmation. So you got to think, am I going to check out on this assignment this lifetime, or am I going to go through with it? You have to live with them demons if you don't do it. You got to live with them demons. You got to tell yourself you can do it. You got to get out here and study, show yourself approved, sit and meditate, read and pray. You got to talk to your spiritual guides. You got to let them get you through this. You got to learn and believe at a different level. You got to wake up with a different mindset. You can't be weak when you carry the light and you have a mission to carry out on this planet. You cannot be weak. You cannot run and hide. You cannot cower. You can't be anybody's fool. You can't need people. You cannot need people. You cannot need people. Even if you're not in your own place. And I know a lot of us aren't. I know a lot of us don't even have cars. A lot of us. Trust me, they all be in my DMs. They all be in my DMs. But I don't have my own place right now. I don't have this. I don't have that. Some people don't have their kids. Some people do have their kids and not their own place. Some people have a job, or spirit will give you just enough to survive right now while we're passing through the wilderness or the edge of the wilderness coming into the promised land. And it might feel like we're walking across this wooden bridge that might not hold us to get to across that canyon to the other side. A lot of us, we're all in line on that bridge right now. It seems shaky as hell. It's scary as hell. But if spirit said we're getting across, we're getting the fuck across. We just gotta go. The other option is to stay in the wilderness and never make it over. You cannot run from who you are. You cannot run from what you are called to do. You're going to have to do it. That's why you're here listening to me. Everybody's not on this live. I'm not for everybody. I'm not TikTok popular. I ain't TikTok paid. I ain't reading all day. I'm here when I need to be here. Okay? This is not for the weak. You've been through some stuff, but we're getting to the good part. But you're also going to have to be in the good part in your right energy, in your right mind. You can't be old you in the good part. You have to let these people, places, and things go. Everything that was stripped from you during this awakening, during facing your shadow, during all of this, was to strip the ego and put it in its rightful place. There's a place for your ego, and it ain't all over everything. The ego don't need to greet nobody at the front door. It's sitting in the back room listening for a hoe to get out of line. That's when the ego needs to show up, okay? You got the ego sitting in the back room with the door cracked. Yes, I know you're here, but I need you to behave when we have company. So when somebody comes to the door, you're like, what you want, bitch? They don't need to be at the front door like this, okay? Who sent you? The ego don't need to be like that. We need the ego, but we need the ego to sit in the back room with the door cracked while we're sitting in the front room with the guest. And the ego gonna roll up when it's time for the ego to roll up. Okay? The dark night of the soul is a humbling experience. It's a eye awakening experience. It's a stripping and strengthening and replanting. And so it strips that old foundation built on sand, all the lies you were taught spiritually, all the lies that you believe mentally that people fed to you and put on you, the hope they got in your spirit. You ugly. You talk too much. I'm only gonna tell y'all what was said to me. But I'm sure a lot of y'all done heard a lot of stuff. You worthless. You fat, you need to lose weight. I was 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta and grow up your whole life feeling like you fat until your mind just keeps you fat. Food is your comfort. Because you can't talk to nobody. All I did was read books. You know what I'm saying? I read books when I was in high school. I was popular because I was pretty. I didn't have no stomach. I had the long hair. But that stuff was in the back of my mind, y'all. Dating one of the most popular guys at school. I was a freshman. He was a senior. He had money. So I was always, he graduated. We were still together. He's like, I want to buy you a car. I'm going to do this when I got ready to break up with him. But it's like he picking me up from school like he my damn parent. Surprise Sweet 16 party, Dooney and Burke concert tickets in there. Like, I'm like living good, popular girl, pretty popular girl on flag line, pom pom squad, doing all this stuff. Had my friends, we in the yearbook for best friends, we this, that, and the other. All of this stuff. Great, great, great on the outside. I always had a boyfriend that had some money. He couldn't take me out, he couldn't buy me stuff, I couldn't go shopping. We was not talking. This is teenage me, right? And so I say all of that to say is that you could be like somebody who really got it going on. Like energetically, you attracting people, you attracting money. Abundance is always around you. People wanted to be around me. Everybody called me for advice. This is in high school, y'all. And I was going to school to be a doctor. Everybody knew when we graduated, I was going to be a doctor. So when we were dissecting pigs in our anatomy class, everybody wanted me to come help them with their pig to cut their intestines. Why? I don't know. I messed mine up, but I got everybody else's right. So I did mine first and got everybody else a good one. So but Spirit said it's time for you to get yours right first and only focus on yours. They can wait. This season is about you. This chapter is about you. You've already been through the fire. But now that you're awake, you can receive your blessings. We couldn't give you your Christmas presents while you sleep. Okay? Because when you sleep, everybody gonna be like, ooh, she got a Nintendo. She got a Cabbage Patch. Finna take it. I'm gonna go there and take her Nintendo. I'm gonna go take it. She don't even see it. She sleep. We could just steal it right quick. Spirit needs you to wake up so you can get your gifts. Spirit's like, wake up so you can get your gifts. Sometimes they gotta shake you. Sometimes they gotta throw a cold cup of water on you. Sometimes they gotta throw you off a cliff. Wake up. All that hard stuff you've been through so you can wake up and see who you are. See what's in you. See what's really going on around you. How things really work from the spirit to the mind to the body. Get the truth of the matter. Now you can do what you called to do. Now you can exert the right energy on this planet. Now you can have all the things you're supposed to have. Okay? Now they want to verify my life. Anyway, y'all, the point is spirit just wanted you to wake up so you can get everything you're supposed to have. If you're asleep, what should I give a sleeping baby? Hmm? You can't do nothing with it when you sleep. And we really got to look at our time on this planet like that. It's meant for you to show the world's, be the presence of God on this planet. Show people what God is. Show that, like, all the goodness. Teach them, love on them, be the friend they never had. But don't drain yourself in the process. And don't keep running backwards when people have shown you who they really are and what they got for you. Because they hate your light. And that, baby, that hate ain't going to never go away. Don't go back. Maybe they changed. No, they still hate you. And now you've learned more about yourself and you're able to be better than what you were. They hate you even more. It ain't going nowhere. It's gonna get worse. Tell you, every time you sit in shit longer than you supposed to, and every time you go backwards, it's always worse. It's worse when you skip that first window of opportunity to get out of it. It's worse when you go backwards. Do not go backwards. Do not go backwards. Okay? Just wake up, accept what is, accept your calling, and accept all the beauty, grace, and the gifts that go with it. I'm gonna end the live on. I'm gonna end this on YouTube.